let's meet today's guest. His name is Michael James Johnson. He specializes in helping clients increase revenues and closing ratios through sales and follow-up trainings. Let's just jump right in. Can you give everybody like a 90-second snapshot of what your coaching practice is and the major outcomes you get for your clients?
Sure. Yeah. So what we do, you mentioned I own an HVAC company. I've owned that for over 20 years. And I even have one of my kids is working for me. So it's a generational thing. My dad was an electrician for 40 years. So it's a multi-generational thing. And I found in my 20 years of running a business, the first couple of years, I worked incredibly hard and I did everything everyone said. You work hard, you do a good job, your business will grow. Well, there's a misnomer there. There's even athletes like Michael Jordan, you can work incredibly hard and lose games, right? So it's not just the working hard, but there's a knowledge level there when it comes to closing sales, following up with leads, answering the phone, certain things when you're presenting your product. And so going through a lot of that heartache, trying to start a company at the beginning and not being able to support my family really drives me to help other small business owners. Now that my business has grown, once I learned those things that outside of just being the technician, then my heart really reaches out to those who were where I was, where they started a company, they're working hard, they have these dreams to support their spouse, support their kids, support their family, they're doing everything they know to do. It's just not connecting. And I see those people and, that's really why I do it. That's my reason.
Got it. So you found a way to help people work on their business instead of just in their business.
Exactly. 100%.
Perfect. So describe who your service works best for.
So we're really niched down for the home service business owners, plumbing, electrical, pressure washing, garage floor coating, that business, anywhere I would say from $500,000 in sales up, right? Because if you're below that, then there's a lot of other things that need to be done. But when you really need sales training, follow-up training is when you hit a certain revenue level because there's a wall there, right? Big wall there. You can go out and work and fix machines and do garage floor coating and wire houses and make a certain amount. But if you really want to grow and create a multi-generational company or something that you want to sell, you have to break that $1 million wall or that $600,000 wall, whatever business you're in. And that takes more than just working hard, serving clients. It takes a certain level of processes and systems to get yourself out of the truck and scale that business, right? So that's what we really do with the sales training and the follow-up training. We teach the owner processes and we teach them how to put the processes in the business, and we kind of grow from there.
Got it. And so what would you say sets your coaching apart from others that are in your same space?
Easy. I sat in that seat that they sit in. I didn't learn this from a book. Okay. And I'll tell you a story. I remember I was about 3 or 4 years in and I was working and I have the most supportive wife on the planet. I mean, I think she would have just supported me through anything. But I remember clear as day pulling on the side of the road and weeping because I was working 12 hours a day. I was doing everything I knew how to do. I was virtually almost absent from the household because I was working so much, but there was no money there, right? So I know what that feels like. I didn't open up a business book and become a professor and say, this is how business is. I sat in the seat they sit in. So when I teach these processes, and I see it all the time, you teach these processes and I hear the unspoken thing from the person on the other end when they have fears to do certain things, concerns. I know the fear of doing something new. And I can communicate that because you and I are the same. I'm a business owner. I've been through it. You've been through it. And I can speak that language. So I even got a little tear sharing that story.
And what was the turning point for you?
Okay. So for me, and it goes back to that, when I started my company, my wife and I, we were digging change from the couch cushions to get groceries, right? And I was a business owner. And this is the truth of a lot of business owners. A lot, right? So the turning point for me, I remember when I pulled on the side of the road and I wept and I cried and I prayed and I said, Lord, you know what? I'm done doing it on my own strength. I'm going to trust you to help me through this, right? So I prayed because, I'm a man of faith, but not only that, I made a decision to go out and seek the knowledge, right? Because you don't just get knowledge by being born, by doing the job. So I said, I'm going to go seek the knowledge. And that's when I started finding people who could teach me how to do it. I found a business coach, and it wasn't right away. A coach didn't tell me, oh, do these 3 things. You see these on YouTube and stuff. Do these 3 things and it's not that easy. It's a process. You learn this, you implement it, you fail, you implement again, you try, you get a little better, you get a little smarter, and then over time, things change. But to answer your question, the pivotal point for me was when I decided my best thinking got me in the position I'm in, so I need to get someone else's thinking, someone who's been there, come out of it, and to teach me. And I still to this day have mentors. Just because I coach doesn't mean I don't have coaches.
And now you're that guy. You're the guy that others go to that, hey, I need someone to help me, and they found you. And so what is the biggest challenge your industry's facing right now, and how are you tackling that for your clients?
Right now, so in the home service space, there's a couple unique things, and I've been through it in 20 years of business because I went through the 2008 recession, right? I went through COVID, the supply chain disruptions, all of these things. But right now we're in a kind of a unique space where there's tons of competition because it's easy to start a home business now. Software is easy to get. You can go on Facebook and advertise. When I started 20 years ago, you needed money for the phone book. Now you don't need money. So lots of competition and economic factors. When customers, even at middle income, not just lower income, middle income, when they have a hard time, they feel the squeeze at the pump. They feel the squeeze at the grocery store. Now it's harder to make sales because if they got to choose between groceries and gas and this new HVAC system, they're going to put Band-Aids on it. So economic factors and lots of competition, then you know what happens. You're competing against cheaper people who are losing money every day. And it becomes a race to the bottom. So it's a mindset issue. Where I find when I coach is, hey, I know it's scary. I know people are, cutting your legs out from under you, but you have to believe, you have to push, believe in yourself. You can do it. You can charge a premium. You can make it, but you have to change your process.
So mindset, process, and then action.
Yeah. And a little bit of just grit.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Let's shake things up a little bit to finish up. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Coffee or tea?
Oh, coffee. I got it right here.
I love it. Cats or dogs?
Dogs every day, all day.
If you could grab one weapon or item during a zombie apocalypse, what would it be?
Ooh, shotgun.
How about your favorite quote or phrase that you think about often?
Be the person that you needed when you were a child.
Oh, I love it. And one book that has influenced your life the most?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I would have to say the Bible. It's not a book. It's 66 books, but yeah, the Bible.
Awesome. Michael, if our viewers would like to collaborate with you, how can they get in touch with you? What's the best way to find you?
Couple ways. If you're on Facebook, search Michael James Johnson. I put the James in there because there's too many Michael Johnsons, and you'll see me. You'll see this face. Or you can go to mysaleselite.com and you'll see me on there. There'll be a contact form. You can email me there.
Awesome. Michael, thank you for your time today. I really enjoyed meeting you and hearing your story.
Awesome. I loved it. Loved it. Thank you.